Hi there, Pastor Brian with your Thriving Through Hope Devotional for July 21st, 2020. Today I want to teach you the difference between justice, mercy, and grace. Jesus told a story in Matthew chapter 18 about a king who decided to settle his accounts with his servants. The story goes like this. There was a man who owed the king millions of dollars. There was no way the man could pay. So the king ordered he be sold along with his family to pay his debt. The man begged the king to not do this. The king had mercy on him, and he showed him grace by forgiving his entire debt. Later, that same man went to a fellow servant that owed him a few $1,000s and demanded his payment immediately. His fellow servant begged the man for more time, but he showed him no mercy. Rather, he demanded justice, and he threw him in prison until he could pay in full. Well, the king heard what had happened. So the king called the man back and said, "You evil servant, I forgave your tremendous debt. Shouldn't you have mercy on your fellow servant just as I did for you?" Then the king sent the man to prison to be tortured until he paid his debt in full. Jesus taught his followers to show mercy and to give grace because they had received mercy and grace. Jesus said this in Luke chapter 6, verses 36 through 38. "Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." So what is the difference between justice, mercy, and grace? Well, justice is getting what we deserve. Mercy is not getting what we deserve. And grace is getting what we don't deserve. So think of it like this. Imagine a child deliberately disobeys their parents. Well, justice might come in the form of grounding that child for a period of time, for say maybe 2 weeks. Mercy would be not grounding the child, even though they deserve it. And grace would not only be not grounding the child, but taking the child out for an ice cream, rewarding them. You see the difference? This is what God did for us in salvation. Not only did we not get what we deserve, but we got what we did not deserve. I often say as a child of God that I'm living the life I don't deserve. R.T. France wrote, "Those who will not forgive cannot expect to be forgiven." I think we could say the same thing about grace and mercy. Those who will not show mercy and give grace should not expect to receive mercy and grace. Remember what Jesus said, "The measure you use will be measured to you." May we learn to give large amounts of grace and mercy so we too may receive large amounts of mercy and grace from our God. And may we never take advantage of his grace, but may we always be grateful for the grace he has shown us through Jesus Christ. Go make it a great day.